Season 3 of Heartland Docs DVM is premiering this Saturday at 10/9 Central on Nat Geo Wild. And today we're joined by the stars of the show, Doctors Ben and Erin Schroeder of Hartington, Nebraska. Thanks so much for hopping on with us today.
Thank you for having us.
So Heartland Docs is now in its third season after launching about a year ago, and we'll get to the details of season 3. But first, for those who aren't familiar, catch us up on really what this show is all about. Seasons 1 and 2. What did we see?
Well, you saw us blubbering around trying to do our job up here in Hartington, Nebraska. But we've really been fortunate to tell our story about being rural veterinarians in Nebraska, which not a lot of people in the country as a majority know about. So It's been fun to tell that story.
It is, to really share what, a glimpse into the life of a Midwestern veterinarian. I don't know, it's been pretty amazing.
So season 3 is coming up shortly. Without giving away too much, what can viewers expect in season 3?
Oh, lots of laughs, a few tears.
A midlife crisis.
That was his, not mine. We have some amazing animals that we were able to work with. Lots of livestock, horses, cows, dogs and cats. But we also really had a wide variety of wildlife that was brought into us this season. And so, those are some of the most special and memorable cases, I think, for us. And in particular, we were able to work on a bald eagle, and that is just such a majestic creature, and that's an experience we'll never forget.
Erin and I really believe in rescuing animals and making sure that every animal has a voice. And so these are our two rescue animals.
Yep.
I have Happy. Erin has
Skittles, who has wintered well. he's got a little extra insulation on there, just like the rest of us.
But there is a story about poor little Happy. He likes to play with the cats, and he caught a nail or a tooth right underneath his neck right here, and he had a big abscess. And in the middle of the night, our whole family had to come in and try to get Happy going again, and it almost turned out not very well because of an anesthetic problem.
Almost turned out unhappy, but he's here. He's clearly very tired. This is his nap time.
Yeah, as you can see, he's okay.
And I think that tells a great story about really what you guys are trying to do, especially for those in agriculture. That's their livelihoods, is taking care of these animals every single day. And you guys have a great platform to share that story about what Nebraskans do. Since the show has been on for 2 going on 3 seasons, what feedback have you received?
It's all, been very supportive and positive. I think we have a lot of rural Americans who feel very supported and feel like, maybe it's not their personal story, but it's really all of our story that's being shared. And it's given a voice to agriculture, and the animals are so well taken care of, and so, they're part of the family. They really are. I mean, they may be livestock that's raised for food, but that doesn't diminish their value, and that people still care and love for these animals.
I think it's been an eye-opener for a lot of people that did not know where their food came from. That these people in the Midwest or wherever they are in the country take care of those animals that are to become food like they're a pet, honestly. I know just because they're in your care, you have to take care of them like they're your dog or cat or a companion animal. Because if you don't, what do you have?
Yeah.
So we're talking about these cattle, horses, dogs, cats, typical animals that you guys take care of. And you did mention a couple minutes ago that you've seen some pretty unique animals come to your vet clinic. What would you say has been maybe your favorite animal that you've worked on or been able to be in contact with?
We have a really cool story in this season about a raccoon that was saved as a very, very young infant. And this gal took care of her until she was about 4 months old. Well, you've all seen a 4-month-old raccoon, right? They're pretty big, they're rambunctious, and they're ready to be released. And this gal didn't have really the knowledge or the know-how to get this baby raccoon released back to the wild. And we got to help her do that. And I love that story It really is. I'm trying to remember what the raccoon's name was.
Zilla.
Oh, Godzilla. Yes, because she was a terror.
Yeah.
And we got to go up to the Missouri River right next to our clinic here and release her, and where she wasn't close to any humans anymore. Actually, we had to scare her the last time we got to release her, scare the heck out of her so that she would always have that lasting memory of humans being scary to her. So
Yeah.
we were with a wildlife officer, which made it even better because this is where he does this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We're visiting with Doctors Ben and Erin Schroeder. They're the stars of Heartland Docs DVM, which is premiering on Nat Geo Wild for season 3. I do want to ask because your sons, Charlie and Chase, play a really big role in this show. So 1 year in, how have you guys seen them grow throughout this show?
Well, they play a big role because they're getting to be big boys.
Yeah.
Erin and I used to be the tall ones in the family, and they've now surpassed us.
Yeah. I think, at first when we started this journey of filming, there was a lot of hesitancy and they were very nervous about it. And now I think they've stepped into being on camera and really engaged in taking a part and are very proud of what we do as a family and what's being represented. And they're just maturing naturally, kind of. Sort of.
Kind of like me. Erin's taking care of 3 boys in the household right now.
I love it. They're teenage boys. Come on.
Yeah. And I'm like, some days we just bribe them with food. I don't know. That happens too.
Oh, I love it. So you guys got noticed nationally because of your work with renovations on the Hartington Hotel. Can you update us on some of these other side projects that you guys do while also being full-time veterinarians?
Well, we're very excited that the hotel is opening back up next week. It's been a tough year to have a hotel, to say the least. But we're opening back up, and we have another old building we're currently working on that there's just something about the smell and the creaks in an old building, and we can't seem to quite shake that habit. But it's going to be a fun project, and I'm really excited to be able to welcome people, safely back to the hotel and get to experience a little piece of the past.
We all know here we're from rural America, right? And when you drive down any main street in some small town, the buildings are falling down and they're old. And so it's been fun in our town of Hartington to really take some of these buildings and restore them and make them what they used to be.
All right. Well, we are visiting with Docs Ben and Erin Schroeder of Hartington, Nebraska, as season 3 of their show will be premiering. What is the best way to get to see season 3?
Well, Saturday nights on National Geographic Wild Channel. Our show is, I say this backwards every time you do it.
10/9 Central.
Okay.
Saturday nights. So we can't wait to see you. And National Geographic Wild is an amazing channel. We love all the shows on there, and we are just so happy to be part of that family.
Yeah. We invite your family to come watch our family.
All right. Thanks so much, Docs Ben and Erin Schroeder, joining us. I'm Alex Wojcicki reporting for the Rural Radio Network.